What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here, and this is Weekend Update, the series where I talk about what's going on in my life, gaming or otherwise. So, a lot's been going on this week. We got a lot of wedding plans. I've been playing a lot of games, a lot of working. This weekend, I'm doing a little photography, and then on Sunday, I pretty much got the whole day wide open. I do have to buy a new office chair because this one's busted. I've been playing a little Super MOTHERLOAD. That's the game that you're watching in this video. I really like this game. I was a little bit surprised how much I like it because I saw a video trailer of it and it was like, this is kind of simplistic, but it was just appealing enough where I said, you know what, for $15 I'll check it out. And I played about 3 or 4 hours of it and I'm really enjoying it. As you can see, you kind of dig and explore this underground environment on Mars. You collect these gems and other things to make money and to upgrade your little drill ship helicopter thing. And there's even a little bit of a story there, and the story, I gotta say, is just compelling enough to keep me digging, pun intended. So I'm actually really enjoying the game. It's only $15 on the PlayStation Network. If you haven't checked it out, I highly suggest you do. It's pretty fun, even though it looks kind of simplistic. That's kind of one of the things that I've been surprised about with the PlayStation Network over the Xbox Live store, is that there's been kind of a constant release schedule on the PlayStation Network. We just got Don't Starve for free if you're a PlayStation Plus member. We've got a bunch of new games that have kind of been coming out at a fairly regular pace, and I'm enjoying that. It's nice, even though they're not full, like, huge retail releases, it's nice to get something to kind of sink your teeth into once or every couple of weeks or so. And this game's been really fun. Xbox One has been a lot more sparse. I will be pretty much exclusively playing the Xbox One, I would imagine, from this week until probably March. So this week is double XP weekend this weekend is double XP weekend for Call of Duty Ghosts on the Xbox One. And then on Tuesday, the Onslaught DLC will get released on the Xbox One for Ghosts. So I will probably be switching over to the Xbox One for Call of Duty Ghosts. I do play an awful lot of Call of Duty. I've been playing primarily on the PlayStation 4 just because I prefer the controller on that system. And supposedly the graphics are better, but I mean, I don't really see it. I mean, they both look really good to me. So I'll probably be switching over to the Xbox One for the time being because I want to get into that Onslaught DLC, and I'm really looking forward to the new maps, the new weapons. So once that happens, I'll probably be playing quite a bit on the Xbox One, and then shortly thereafter, we're getting Titanfall. So that is going to be a pretty long stretch where I'm going to be exclusively playing, Call of Duty and then Titanfall on the Xbox One. That doesn't mean I won't be booting up my PlayStation 4 to play a little bit, like if a subscriber wants to play or something like that, or for a game like Super MOTHERLOAD here. But the bulk of my gaming has been devoted to Call of Duty for quite some time. It's just the game that when I sit down and I have a half hour to play a game, that's the game I'm naturally gravitated to. As well as you can see with the channel, I post a lot of videos about Call of Duty. It's something that I really enjoy and I really like. So Call of Duty on the Xbox One will probably be the main focus of February for me. And then moving into Titanfall in March, which I can't wait for. The alpha is out for Titanfall right now, so it's a very closed alpha. People who are in it, are included in the alpha, can't talk about it. So I've been watching a lot of their videos, and Titanfall looks really good. If you haven't seen anybody's videos on Titanfall, look around on YouTube a little bit. They are out there. They generally get taken down pretty quickly, but they are out there, and the game just looks fantastic. It is running at kind of a low resolution, but I mean, it looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Beastly Thoughts is coming up on Sunday. I'm really looking forward to that. I thought that last week's show was excellent. We had Figco Inc. on from Digital Boundaries, and I thought that show went really well. We talked a ton about Nintendo, which happened to be really topical because not a day or two after we had this huge conversation about Nintendo's future, did we start to see rumors about the Fusion DS and the Fusion Terminal, which are Nintendo's supposedly rumored new systems that may come out. And I don't think we'll see those for probably a couple years, probably a couple years, but it did give me something to kind of, you know, hope for Nintendo, because right now Nintendo's in hard times right now, and you know, they got really unhappy investors, they got really unhappy customers. So hopefully they can turn around with this rumored Fusion system. To me, it looks fantastic. I've been talking to people about the specs. People say it's going to be even faster and better graphics than the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. The functionality of the two systems working in conjunction is really, really appealing to me. So hopefully that Nintendo system will pan out. Hopefully that's not just a rumor. We've been doing a lot of wedding planning this weekend, or this week. Actually just picked out tuxes for me and the groomsmen. That was kind of fun, I guess. Not really something that I put a lot of thought into in the past. Me and Jan went. Jan pretty much did all the picking out, but I'm glad it's over. But doing the wedding is probably the hardest thing that I've done since I bought a house. So if you don't know, when you buy a house, there is just a ton of paperwork. There's a ton of people that you have to kind of coordinate, all to come together to buy this house. Not to mention the money part, or you actually have to come up with a significant portion of the money, the down payment, to actually buy the house. So this has got to be the hardest thing I've had to work out since buying the house. So there's quite a bit of stress that goes into getting married that you don't really think about. You know, before you propose, all you are thinking about is the proposal, getting the ring, you know, planning the perfect proposal, you know, what are you gonna say, what's she gonna say? And then once that proposal is done, you have like a week or so where you get to kind of, you know, just like theorize and be all happy about like, oh, we're gonna do this for the wedding and it's gonna be magical. And then you got to get into the brass tacks actually planning this thing, and oh man, it's a behemoth task, man. It's a big task. So that's going. I'm also looking to get a new computer. So this is kind of on hold until after the wedding. So I'm getting married in May, and I really want to get a new computer. I've been doing YouTube on a 2010 MacBook Pro. And it does the job fairly well, but I've hit certain limitations. 1080p video out of a webcam really gives it an issue. Even 720, as you can see here, is a little bit choppy. Rendering videos takes an awful long time. Uploading videos, I don't think it's going to really make much of a difference. So I've been thinking about the Mac Pro. You know, obviously those things are pretty expensive. But what I want to do is I want to get something that's going to be able to do anything I throw at it. The problem is there's certain things that I'm starting to suspect that a Mac just will not do for me that a PC will. And my problem is that I don't like using PCs. I really don't like Windows 8. I do tech support on a daily basis, and I just don't like Windows. I don't like how it operates. I don't like Windows rot. I don't like dealing with the registry. There's all sorts of things I don't like about Windows. When I come home, the last thing I want to do is start messing with a Windows machine. You know, it's not appealing to me. So I like to stay in the Mac world, but there's certain things that would just be easier on a PC, like using XSplit or doing recording Skype audio and video calls. You know, these things are just a little bit easier in Windows than they are on the Mac. Now, day to day, just using a Mac, it's much easier for me now that I've gotten used to it. I also run Final Cut Pro, so if I switch to a Mac, or switched away from a Mac and switched to a PC, that would mean, you know, getting rid of Final Cut Pro and having to learn some other piece of software, probably at a fairly decent expense. You know, good video editing software is not cheap, and Final Cut Pro cost me $300, and Motion cost me another $50, and Compressor cost me another $50. So really, I'm invested in just the software side of YouTube, about $400. And then I've got all the accessories, you know, so I don't know. It's something I got to figure out. I will figure it out probably after the wedding, because, you know, the wedding is really sucking up just about every dollar we make at this point. You know, from florist to the venue to we're having a band play at the wedding, and then a DJ come to the reception. So it's like this endless, you know, check writing session that we've got going on here. So after that, I'll start probably really thinking about which kind of computer I'm going to get. I'd love to stay on the Mac and get a new Mac Pro, but, you know, I'm starting to suspect that maybe it's not the best fit for me this time around. Maybe what I'll have to do is buy a PC and just keep the Mac notebook around just for when I'm not doing video or anything specific for YouTube. We'll have to see. Tell me what you guys think about Macs versus PCs. It's always a fun argument to get into. That is pretty much all I got for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.